Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. This is for mid to late April 2026 for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. You have these cards of religion and communication is key. So some of you here are needing to communicate. The rules of engagement is what I just got there from Spirit. Some of you could be getting married or thinking about committing to someone here. And it could be someone who's a similar religion to you, but I also get an energy here of if there have been differences around codes of ethics or rules. Again, I get rules of engagement. There's a need to communicate. Some of you are dealing with a Gemini. I'm also getting that message for Sagittarius here. So rules of engagement and communicating how things are going to be. I think it's important in any new venture. So some of you it could be a relationship. For others of you it could be a new business venture as well. The rules of engagement, how you're to conduct yourself and how the other person is to conduct themselves. So let's see where all of this is going, Sagittarius. Interesting energy. I want to put down these cards. And while I do that, I want to thank you, Sagittarius, for keeping my channel going. It's pretty much just you guys at this point in time that are really supporting my channel. And of course, if you'd like the other signs to keep going, the ones that all the other signs just get no views, guys. If you wouldn't mind checking out some of those on occasion, just to give them a few extra views. I feel bad for my other signs because if they don't get the views, it's they just die there. And while I want to get the message out to them, Sagittarius, if you can help get views on those in any kind of way so that I can continue to do those readings for those people, that would really help me out at this time. So I'm issuing a I guess my own rule of engagement there as well, I guess. Sagittarius, let's look right in the center. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, the rules of engagement. This is how it's going to be. I feel like you're setting a course of action here, Sagittarius, with that Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And we have Judgment in reverse here as well. Sagittarius, I'm going to get a card on that one. Let's drop in with the energy. I want to get one from this deck here, actually. Judgment in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, stop breaking agreements. Okay. Yeah. Stop breaking agreements. If you're putting your energy out and saying, here, this is my offer to you, this is what I can give at this time, the other person has to come with the same kind of energy. Otherwise the connection gets broken. Okay. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's trust, having faith, making sure that when you go in, when it comes to communication, that that you see things through the entire way. It's like if making sure that even if things aren't working, that you try to correct it. Communication is key. So rather than having something become broken, disconnected, there needs to be communication here. An edict, an agreement of how things are going to play out, and there needs to be follow through. I get direct, open, honest communication is the key. Two of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, not making agreements that don't have follow through. It could be that you have someone around you who could be a Gemini or have strong Gemini in their chart here, Sagittarius, and there's a feeling around this person of someone who's having difficulty making a choice, needing to make a choice and stick to it. Perhaps there's been a wrong judgment or a wrong choice made in the past. Best path to follow, the Fool. Well, it's hard to trust, guys, isn't it, when agreements get broken? But it tells me that if there is rules laid down here, and it doesn't sound very romantic, does it? But for some of you, this is about business or work. Where there has been broken trust in the past, there needs to be an agreement made. Communication that is direct, open, honest. And then trust. Trust but verify. Around you we've got Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. Making sure that there's action. And it isn't just words. That there is action taken. I would say don't take anyone at face value at this time, Sagittarius, especially when it comes to broken agreements. If someone comes forward to you at this time, make sure you look at the details, get it in writing. Six of Wands in reverse. Otherwise, there could be a risk of something not working out, of you not getting the victory that you want here. The outcome is the Four of Wands in reverse. Yes, that feels like some disharmony, some disconnection, especially if there is. Let's give a for instance. Let's say you get a new job, but you have to move. Don't take it at face value. Make sure that you don't up stakes and move somewhere else only to find someone breaking the agreement and saying, "Whoops, sorry, we don't actually have that position anymore," or the person that was in it before isn't actually going to leave. Something like that, guys. Make sure that you don't up stakes and disconnect yourself from your home, from other duties, obligations on just word at this moment. Get it in writing. Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's something here around wanting this, Sagittarius. You want this to happen, very much so, but there has been broken trust around this in the past. It could involve a move. It could involve you giving up your work as well, Sagittarius. Spirit is saying trust. It is saying trust. But I do feel, from me personally, this isn't Spirit saying this is me, so, take it with a grain of salt. But, make sure that there's action here, not just words. Okay, Sagittarius, make sure that there's action here and not just words. Let's see. I'm going to get some more cards. Advice, please, for Sagittarius. I do feel that there's been poor decision making in the past. Stolen in her sleep. Yeah, don't sleep. Don't sleepwalk through this. Don't be unaware. Be very conscious, be very awake, be very aware of what's going on around you. Stolen in her sleep. Well, the energy around that one, guys, it is about making sure that you follow your instincts, your intuition. You may feel a bit unsafe at this point. Although this Fool card is asking you to take a risk, you may feel that it's perhaps a little too reckless or a little too unsafe. You may even feel quite scared here. You're being asked to really look with open eyes. I mean, seeing everything. That's why I think communication is key. If there's any doubts whatsoever, Sagittarius, you have to make sure that you are aware. Don't get stolen in your sleep here. There's something here where this person could come in to your life and while you're in an unsuspecting place and steal your dream. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. A dream stealer. I think you have to have trust and faith in your own abilities to fulfill a goal or dream here. There's an energy of needing to wake up. That Judgment in reverse. Someone could be actually waking up around you. For some of my Sagittarians, you have someone around you that's very fearful of you being stolen away from them. Some of you are being drawn at this time to religious or spiritual processes, traditions, thoughts that are outside the mainstream at this time. Some of you could have someone around you that mistrusts that energy. As I said, I think that, this could be you and another person having some challenges to overcome when it comes to different beliefs, different traditions. This feels very mainstream to me, this energy. And if you this is really calling Sagittarius to make sure that if you do make a choice, that you follow through and that you make the choice for the right reasons, not due to outside rules or the way that you've been brought up or the way that you were told that things had to be, but rather it has to come from the heart. When it comes to making choices during this time, you really have to make them from an aware place, a conscious place, an awakened place, not a dreaming or fantasy place. For some, this sleeping energy is like a feeling of having dulled senses. Like a feeling of things just going around and round. Staying in this unconscious state. Interesting, guys. Let's see what else is coming through here for Sagittarius. And then this can even be reversed. I mean, I'm feeling so many different things coming through to me right now. I even feel like there's somebody coming in around you that is awakening to you after sleeping on this and coming back to you. Don't be a fool when it comes to this person. Make sure that they are not someone who is just giving you the bare minimum. Actions speak louder than words. I think if you take action on your dreams, your goals right now, you will achieve them. Follow through in life is very important. Following through. Discipline, yeah. Being disciplined. Having self-discipline. Actions. Laziness is not something that can happen right now. I mean, we've got these pictures of these gladiators, and we've got the Roman Colosseum in the background there. It's an energy of winning, fighting to win, overcoming the past, overcoming things that are set against you. And this Knight of Swords, it feels very much like a gladiator energy. Yeah, there needs to be follow through, guys. The rules of engagement when it comes to war. In order for this to work, there needs to be, both sides need to come with an agreement. And those agreements need not to be broken. I mean, yeah. Something could happen in the middle of the night, a breaking of an agreement. Yeah. I get celebrations too early as well. Gosh. What is all of this about? Let's take a look. I'm going to get some advice. Celebrating too early, making sure that there's follow through. We do have surrender and trust. Yeah. It looks like something's coming in here, Sagittarius, where you're being asked to surrender to it, to trust it. But verify it. You know, keep a watchful eye. Don't negate it or reject it initially. You know, work with the energy. But make sure that you're getting the energy back from this person. That it's not all you putting your effort in, that it has to come from the other side as well. Oh, yeah. Tough energy, guys. Surrendering and trust. Yeah, I feel like you're being pushed forward here, but make sure you're not being pushed from behind or forced in any way. You're being asked to, rather than if you are feeling forced or rushed into something, make sure that you communicate that. Because otherwise I feel like you could be resistant. I feel like you want to make this work. I think that you want to let go. It feels like an ideal path for you with that Fool card. And even though you don't really know how the path will look ahead, if you do consult with your inner compass here, your soul compass, I feel that you can't fail. You know, your heart wants to go somewhere. It wants you to go somewhere. Yeah, and with the Four of Wands in reverse, it could there could be an uprising or an uprooting. I'm getting that word, uprising or uprooting, which could lead you somewhere else, somewhere where your heart is called. I feel like the planets are aligned around you, something that is calling you to open your heart so that you release resistance and tension. Release any kind of resistance or tension, fears, doubts at this time. It does feel a little bit frightening, this energy, but with discipline, with strength, with courage, with purpose, you will succeed. Now you fear failure, and that's natural, guys, because the situation may feel like it's on shaky ground. You may feel a bit unsafe. But Spirit wants you to reach your highest, your truest potential. So surrendering to the divine unfolding of this, of the timing. The more you relax and allow, this place of discipline, there's a time and a place for hard work, and then a time and a place to relax, to breathe, to allow the energy, to not force it. So if you're feeling forced to do anything, I would say relax, take a deep breath. You're probably needing to trust in the divine flow more at that time. It will happen when it's meant to happen. And for some of you, you have someone coming in that's trying to force you, but it's about you taking the time to become more aware, more conscious, more awake. The more you relax, the more you allow, the more you create space to make good choices, to allow for guidance to come from that inner compass. Shifting your focus. I want to get another card on that Nine of Cups in the reverse. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, that's that tension. The more you want something, the more it seems to run from you, or the more it seems to resist. But if you let it go, allow it to come back to you in a more conscious state, with understanding, wow. There seems to be an understanding here, Sagittarius, of not chasing what you want right now, but just being very disciplined in your work ethic. Being very disciplined when it comes to your work ethic, putting the effort in, trusting, surrendering and trusting that things will come to you, that door will open when it's meant to. And that Four of Wands in reverse, Seven of Cups, tells me that there will be opportunities coming to you soon. Ones that feel very different to what you currently have now. So what you're not seeing here is that a door that is locked to you at the moment will soon be opened, and it will be a doorway which fills your space with opportunities. So allow the energy to come near you by not blocking it out. And the way that you could be blocking it out here is clinging to one solution rather than opening up to many different choices, many solutions here. Sagittarius. Yeah, understanding the rules of engagement when it comes to getting what you want here, Sag. It's like you've had to understand the rules so that you can break them. You are a bit of a maverick, a risk taker. I see that with the Fool card. A pattern for some of my Sagittarians here is breaking agreements. Won't be for all of you. And of course that's something that needs to be looked at and needs to be understood. When it comes to follow through, again, I get that that's extremely important. Three of Pentacles, yeah. I feel that when it comes to working with others, there needs to be agreements, follow through, contracts, understanding the rules, not breaking rules that are important to others is important for your growth here, Sagittarius. Because you tend to fight, you tend to resist in life. That's just your nature, what you're used to. But Spirit right now is calling for you to really surrender and trust to what's going on around you. It's a moment for you, an opportunity to prove what you're made of. Sagittarius. Wow. Let's see, any other messages here for Sagittarius, please, Spirit? Let's get one from this deck here. Yeah, this is progress. This is having discipline to cultivate what you want, whatever prosperity means to you, whatever you're working on. Yeah, you are emerging into a more graceful period. You are. I feel that there's with that Fool card, this is the Fool energy, but with knowledge. You know, the Fool comes after endings. The Fool comes after learning a lot of lessons in life. So you've already gone through a number of lessons, Sagittarius, which has allowed your soul to emerge into this more graceful energy. Yeah, rather than being angry, resistant, pushed, feeling forced, you're opening up to more graceful energy. Okay. Yeah, and that's going to make a difference. I feel that by discipline and showing that you're putting the effort in life is in all aspects of your life, and that you're not going to break an agreement, that you're self-disciplined. That's going to make a huge difference here, Sagittarius. And listening to your heart, trusting the messages that you receive from that heart space. I feel that a lot of my Sagittarians have made some wrong decisions, and haven't we all? I mean, gosh, I know I have. So yeah, rather than try to prove a point that you were right to make a wrong decision in the past, this is allowing or yielding to energy around you, allowing someone else to be right, especially if they are. Not being a risk taker or a maverick just for the sake of it, but you don't want to sabotage positive things. And I see change coming up for you. I see positive things. With that Seven of Cups, I see a door that's closed will be opened. Yeah, breaking barriers and expanding beyond your current limitations. And revealing radiance. Yeah, revealing that I get you being polished. We're a bit rough around the edges there, Sagittarius. In the past, there's a more polished you coming through here. Rather than force things, or rather than having things needing to be a certain way, or a solution to a problem needing to look a certain way, you're opening up to trusting in the universe that what comes in will exceed your expectations. Why do I think that? Well, I feel that you're only looking in one direction here, where the actual doorway that opens here leads to many different paths. Many different paths, not just one, Sag. Yeah, you're planting seeds. Again, seeds of grace, and opening to love. Yeah, it feels good, guys. It feels like not breaking a soul contract. Especially if it's a connection with a soulmate, another person. Maybe there were wrong decisions made on either side here. This is not about blame or blame shifting. This is about taking responsibility. And for some of you, this could be the other way around. Yeah? It could be someone who allowed you to be taken from them because they were unaware, unawake, unconscious in some capacity. Let's see who that person could be. I'm going to get a message from Spirit. If that is, it won't be for all of you, but for those who are resonating in that way, let's see who that could be coming in. 9 of Swords in reverse. 6 of Cups, someone that you do know. Someone who's haunted by you.